I'm so grateful to Worldpackers for giving me the opportunity to pursue my passions, explore what I'm interested in, and also be a part of a thriving ecological community. I want to tell you guys more about it and how you can do it too if you're curious. There's more than farming and little towns in France. I mean, you could work at a hostel in Barcelona. You could do all sorts of projects. Through Worldpackers, I'm able to put the rat race on hold and not have to worry about rent and buying groceries for myself while getting to use my youth to learn and to be a part of something that's a little bit greater than just myself. I want to dive into the specifics about why I came here, why I love it, and hopefully how I can help you do the same if you're curious. All my life I've been very uncomfortable living in the United States. A lot of the practices and the lifestyle choices that are consistent with the culture are not things that I want to be a part of in my life. And so I didn't know where I wanted to go, but I started looking for different opportunities outside of the country. And I also knew that I loved to garden. And so I started looking to see if I could find anywhere where I could learn more about gardening, because I quickly realized with my own garden that there's a lot to learn and it's really hard to teach it to yourself. So I kind of had two prerequisites of like, okay, I know what I don't like and I know what I'm interested in. And also I was reading some books about Krishna at the time, and so it just kind of seemed like this weirdly perfect storm pointing towards this place. Now, let me talk about how. Basically, I started looking with Woof because I was interested in farming and stuff like that. And I think Woof is an awesome platform. It just didn't have the one on it for me. I ended up switching over to Worldpackers a little way through, and I don't regret it. I really love the way that Worldpackers is set up. There are so many courses to teach you how to do stuff like this, and that was one of my favorite parts, was that there were a lot of ways for me to prepare, get in touch, learn about this world before I ever left my home in the United States. What I love about Worldpacking is that it puts on hold that rat race to be able to provide food and a place for yourself to live. I think that's what keeps a lot of people from being able to pursue the things that they're interested in, because you graduate and you have to take care of business. You have to find somewhere to live and things to eat. Like, those pressures don't go away. However, we no longer have the pressure of showing up to an institution every single day and having to do a thing, you know? There's this new freedom, yet at the same time kind of a trap that they built for us along the way. That's what I really, really love about this Worldpacking opportunity, is that the pressure is off of my back to be figuring those things out, and I have the freedom to be a little bit more curious about the things that actually interest me and that I may be passionate enough about to pursue a career in. But it felt like the pressure to figure out what that career was really, really high for a long time. That's not the case anymore, because I'm literally living here, eating here for free for the next month. Once I'm done here, I'll just find somewhere else. I wish that there was more to explain about Worldpackers, because they literally make it so simple and perfect for you. Like, I hardly have anything to say at all, but if you're interested in Worldpacking, I think that I can get a code for you to get a discount on your membership, because it does cost money. In my opinion, the best $95 I've ever spent. Because think, like, you would spend that on a hotel for one night. It's already paid for itself. But I think that as my profile on Worldpackers evolved, I got really different responses from the people that I was applying to. And so if you have questions about how to make your profile more appealing to your hosts, I would love to talk more about that, because that was one of the most discouraging parts of the beginning of this whole process, was the period where I wasn't hearing back from very many people. However you want to look at it, the situation in the United States, in my opinion, is creating an in for Americans who are not interested in being a part of what's going on. Ever since arriving to Europe, especially in France, I got really mixed responses whenever I would tell them that I was from America. But in another way, it kind of opened up conversation for me to kind of get to explain a little bit, like, I left for a reason, and I'm really curious about how you do things. I spent a few hours in Paris before I got here, and I met this like anti-fascist punk band. They were so cool, and the way that they described not only their love for their country, but also their perspective on ours was so fascinating. I mean, I'm learning so much about the world just from the basic interactions with people on the street, let alone this opportunity to immerse myself in not only a new way of life with the gardening and all of that, but also a totally different culture, and one that I've always been very curious about. I think that traveling to lots of places really quickly is fun because you get to see lots of places, but the truth is when you stay in a hostel, even if it's for a little while, I mean, I was in Amsterdam for a week before this, you still can't wrap your brain around it in the same way as if you're able to live with locals and do what locals do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I would have never found the abandoned French village just down the road if I was only visiting, you know? So, I really, really appreciate that this also allows slow travel and slow exploration and getting to know a place. Like, another thing that drew me into doing world packing was I quickly became aware of the way that food impacts my body. Hello, I mean, it's a thing that we do maybe 3 times a day or so, and the intake in the United States is extremely unintentional and very much functional. You know, like, I need to eat, and so I'm gonna go pick up some fast food. It's just the culture. But oh my gosh, guys, my body feels so different here, and half the hassle of eating in the United States is the accessibility of the food. You can't get unpackaged, unplasticed produce. Like, it's all wrapped up, it's all sprayed in chemicals. I mean, and it's also expensive too. Someone was joking that we're paying extra for all those chemicals. But to be honest, like, a passion in my life right now is not cooking, and so getting to be somewhere where they are cooking really, really good, nutritious food, and I get to try different cuisines, different, I don't know what it's called, like vegan, vegetarian, all of that. I've always been really curious, but never enough to fully commit to cooking for myself to be able to do that, and so now I get to feel what it's like to be vegetarian without the whole hassle. It feels really, really good. It feels so good. Hopefully this answers some questions, and if it doesn't, like, I'm glad that we got to eat breakfast together. This has been nice. If you guys have more questions about how all of this works, I'm so excited to answer them, because the main reason that I'm posting all of this is to promote the accessibility of a lifestyle of your choosing. So if you have questions, if you need help, please reach out to me. I'm so excited for you and for what this journey is going to bring in your life. I'm reading The Alchemist right now, and he compares making one decision to stepping into a rushing current of a river. You have no idea where it's going to take you, what it could do. All you have to do is just take one step in.